What's up everyone, this is Luke, welcome back to another match betting video. Today we're going to be debating the importance of mug betting. If you are a subscriber and a regular viewer of this channel, I do just want to address the elephant in the room. Yep, it's all gone. As you can probably tell by my general appearance, I wasn't too fortunate in the genetic lottery. Hair's starting to go, so I thought it's time for the rest to go. Try out a new look, lose the barnet, see where Mother Nature takes me for a little bit. The missus wasn't too happy, but what can you do? Moving on from my stunning good looks, I want to quickly say, as always, make sure you go to guidetomatchbetting.co.uk if you still haven't got yourself started. Go to the homepage, pop your email address in that box there. If you do that, I will send you a completely free match betting course to help you learn the ropes and make a little bit of profit as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about why I'm making this video today, and it's because I received a comment just this morning from a guy named Richard Hatfield. I'm going to pop his comment up on screen now. How do you do that? So let's have a look at what Richard had to say.
Getting a few mug bets, ideal way to build a nice bankroll. Christ, bookies give nothing away. Zilch, fuck all. Please don't take this man's advice.
That means me.
Forget about match betting. It's 2018 now, for crying out loud. No bookie can rival the exchanges due to something known as the overround, or percentage of the book. You will not get a better price, i.e. value. Bookmakers have lots of overheads that mugs like yourself pay for. Please don't say you're not a mug, because you're advising people that know no better to place mug bets.
If I learned anything from being single for the vast majority of my life, it's that I love to look like a mug. Obviously, I couldn't just let it lie. I couldn't resist not having a pop back at him, so all I had to say was this.
I feel bad that you wasted so much time writing out such a long comment that just proved you know nothing about match betting.
First of all, I didn't want to be too critical of the guy because he clearly doesn't understand. That's fair enough, plenty of people don't. But I want to talk to you now about why he doesn't understand. Let's just pull up his comment again now. So in his comment, he talks about the fact that bookies don't give anything away in terms of value, and this is because bookmakers have an overround. Well, this is completely true. However, the reason we're doing mug bets is to give value back to the bookmaker. That is the whole point of mug bets. It is not a secret. It's not as if we don't understand that bookmakers have the value when it comes to mug bets and that we're giving it back to them. That is kind of the whole point of mug bets. Please don't take this man's advice. As you're probably well aware, I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. And it's 2018, guys. It's 2018. Forget about match betting. Forget about it. Because no bookie can rival the exchanges. Right. Well, that is true again, but we kind of need both to do match betting, and we use the exchanges to rival the bookmakers. That's kind of the whole point. We actually do rival the bookmakers by using the exchanges. That is what match betting is. Anyway, moving on from this comment now, I do want to talk about mug betting in general because I know it is a heavily debated topic. A lot of people will tell you that mug betting is a waste of time because it doesn't do anything, it's a waste of money, and you should just maybe make hay whilst the sun's shining. The last one particularly is not a particularly good excuse, but all three reasons I really do disagree with. I absolutely think and know that it is not a waste of time and not a waste of money because it does keep your accounts in better health. I'm going to talk about the reasons why I know that it isn't a waste of time in a little more detail in just a couple of minutes' time. If you're interested in perhaps learning a few different mug betting tips, perhaps mixing things up a little bit, then we have got a mug betting guide on the website. It's called The Definitive Guide to Mug Betting. I'll link it in the description below. It's not been updated in a while. I do need to go over that when I get a spare couple of hours, but there is still a few good tips in there. I won't give them away on this video, but if you do want to go and pick up those tips, then you can do so via the link in the description below. In that post, you will learn creative ways to stand out from not just match bettors, but you'll stand out from other mug bettors as well to try and stay ahead of the system, ahead of the curve, and ahead of whatever the bookmakers are doing to try to catch people out. Just to emphasize, the whole point of mug betting is to purposely or intentionally give value back to the bookmaker. You should be sacrificing a few pounds here or there to try to make your account look less like a match better or less like someone that knows how to take value, because you are trying to make yourself look like a mug. That is the whole point, hence the name. So how do I know that mug betting isn't a waste of time? Well, first and foremost, experience in the industry. I have had accounts gubbed in the past. All of the gubbings I received are due to laziness or account mismanagement or clearly taking too much value. There is no shying away from the fact that every single gubbing I've received I did deserve. Even the accounts, there are some bookies out there who are just a load of shit and they will gub you after one bet. And whilst you sat there thinking to yourself, why have they gubbed me after one bet? It was just one bet. it was still a match bet, and they knew, and I don't really know how they knew, but at the same time, they did kind of get you. You might want to kick up a fuss about it, but they have caught you out, and that's just fair enough. There's not really much you can do about those sorts of gubbings, but they are still exploiting an offer, and you have been caught red-handed. So experience in the industry, picking up a few gubbings, and of course keeping a number of other accounts healthy despite years of doing match betting, and despite the fact that my name and face is of course tied to not the biggest site in the world, but a fairly prominent site in the industry. But more importantly, the main reason I know this is because it is true. Mug betting is not just guesswork, it is based on things that we know. I myself have managed to speak with a trader who worked for one of the world's biggest bookmakers, and they also own an exchange. I'm not going to give away who the bookmaker is, but if you know anything about bookmakers and exchanges, then there's not too much choice for you to work out who that was. I specifically asked him about the checks they use to identify match bettors or people taking value, and he said that they do have manual trader reviews, but they mainly work on automation, aka using algorithms and robots to identify the people that are exploiting them. They have an algorithm that runs that identifies all the people that do the sign-up offer and nothing else. If you were to do the sign-up offer, withdraw your winnings, and then not place a bet for a certain amount of time, your account will be flagged. This is why it's important that I always say, if you do win your first bet into your account, then you should try to place at least one mug bet before withdrawing. I know it's always tempting to take the money out straight away, but it is important to try to keep your account in as good health as possible. And there are algorithms running, and I can tell you that as a fact, that there are algorithms running that identify people that just do a sign-up offer and then withdraw the money and never return. Or maybe that they only return to then do another offer. Unfortunately, that was the only algorithm that I could get out of him that was as detailed as that, but I did pick up hints and tips from him as well to do with other algorithms of people placing multiple promotional bets in a row. The fact that some of them are automated and some of them are manual searches, so at certain times of the year they will manually get all the account details that they have and filter through them to see who has taken a certain amount of value or who has received the most amount of free bets, what percentage of their free bets to normal bet ratios there were. There was all sorts of things like that. I'm going to hold my hands up and say that I don't have that information on definitive fact because it was just based on hints. There was no definitive confirmations, but I can say with a certain degree of confidence that mug betting will absolutely help to avoid yourself being detected in these algorithms. Will it 100% stop you from being gubbed? Well, no, that isn't the case because you might not mug bet effectively. You might just be unlucky. You might just still be picked up. There are a variety of reasons for why you could still be caught. And going back to the algorithms that I spoke about there is actually one other one that I can say is definitive fact, and that is from arbing. The algorithms that run all the time are checking for arbs, and if you are constantly arbing, then you will get restricted almost instantly. You'll be flagged. Some bookmakers will close you down instantly or stake restrict you instantly, and some bookmakers will send you off for a manual review by a trader who will then make a decision on your account. And the types of people that are sent off for review are quite often accounts that have been around for a longer amount of time. So if you're a new sign-up that then starts to arb, you're going to get shut down really quickly. Whereas if you are an existing customer and you've been perhaps betting as a punter for a few years, and then you start arbing, you're going to get sent for review, and things aren't going to last too long anyway. But there are algorithms, there are flags, and there are trader reviews, and I'm sure many of you are well aware that once you are gubbed, there is pretty much nothing you can do about it, except for, the likes of extra places. You'll try to arb for extra value out of those accounts, but there's no coming back from it for 99% of bookmakers. There are a couple of bookmakers out there that you can get ungubbed, but it's not highly likely. So I do get a number of people in this space disagreeing about mug betting. That's fine. Everyone can have opinions, but I'm not saying this just off opinions. I am saying it based on experience, but also of knowledge of actually speaking to someone in the field. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal my source, but this is someone that did know 100% what they were on about. Of course, there are going to be people that don't understand what match betting is or what mug betting is or what its purpose is. That's fine. But if you do understand what I'm trying to tell you, then please try to adopt a mindset of not trying to take too much value and not being too greedy. Sacrifice a few pounds here and there. Make yourself look like a mug. Place some mug accumulators. There's a tip for you right off the bat. If you do want other tips, then as I say, go to the link in the description below and check out this definitive guide to mug betting that is behind me now. What do you think of mug betting? I'd love to know your thoughts in the description below. If you do disagree with me, that's fine. I would love to know your reasons why. If you think it's because I'm a mug myself, then again, that's fine. I don't really mind it. I've received worse comments recently, and they don't affect me and they don't affect me at all.
Luke, go kill yourself. This man is deluded. Go seriously, kill this man is deluded.
If you found this video useful at all, then make sure you hit that like button, and of course subscribe to the channel as well. Click that bell button so that you're alerted every time I post a video. Got plenty more betting related videos coming your way. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Until next time, have a great day.